Ready? Let's go! High caliber mayhem. An anti-aircraft 23mm gun, that's ZU-23-2, which history in miniature shows the paradox of the 20th century. It was developed back in the 50s when, according to the experience of the World War II, the war in Korea expected a massive use of aviation over the battlefield. A massive rapid-fire gun was supposed to cover the Soviet troops, but the planes quickly became jets, acquired guided missiles, then cruise missiles appeared, but a big war with aviation never happened, and ZUSHKA could live out her life among the relics of the Cold War. But local conflicts began, and there this mount shows itself in all its glory as a field weapon. Light, fast, mobile, universal weapon, guarded the columns of the troops, was used as an infantry support in mountains and cities, for anti-tank defense and much more. Almost immediately, ZUSHKA mounts appeared on trucks, which in Afghanistan called Shaitan-Arba, which means the HELLCART, and in third world countries they're even put on pickup trucks.
На пикапы.
The most common are armor-piercing incendiary and high-explosive shells. The first one create clouds of fragments that penetrate armor. Even armored attack aircraft and helicopters cannot withstand a direct hit. Armor-piercing leaves no chance for aviation if hits. Light armored vehicles are also vulnerable to ZUSHKA fire. Fragmentation shells demolish all attachments, jam the towers, and armor-piercing ones get the job done. Even for a tank, such anti-aircraft guns can create major problems, especially in urban battles. This gunfire leaves meter holes and in several walls in a row. 50 shells in the box, but the rate of fire of ZUSHKA is 1000 rounds per minute for each aircraft cannon. There are 2 of them, therefore 2000 rounds per minute. But it is clear that the boxes of 50 shells, like this one, allow you to quickly recharge. Through these 2 holes, which are located in the lower part of the plant, links in casings are poured from the bullets of the ZU-23. Today I have only high explosive shells with such a pink nose. Remove these barrels when they start to overheat, because it is almost impossible to shoot. Remove the lid of the machine. Do the following. The barrel clearly will be hot, so such a mechanism is provided here. We put it out and barrel is actually in our hands. We take it out. We throw it in the oil bath. Put a new barrel. That's simple. All clocks. Fortification shelter made with tires, this sand and cinder blocks, and 35 barrels filled with water. All this is to be destroyed by the ZU-23 today. I will press the trigger and test the soak. Are you ready? I am. Wow, it's so scary! A little bit lower, I think. Much better. Let's go.
И значительно ниже.
By the way, the settings are lost pretty quickly. Let's do it like this, and
Еще
to the left a bit.
Немножко. Вот так вот. И вот так.
Ready? Let's go.
Три, два, один.
The ammunition is over. The recoil is so strong that, wow, vibrations are... and it stinks a lot. Gunpowder, I suppose. The collimator sight with illumination for working in twilight, and the light filter for shooting air targets against the sun, and the 3x telescopic sight for shooting ground targets. Yes, like on fashionable assault rifles with a collimator and magnifier. In the end, we've got up to 2.5 kilometers in range, up to 1.5 kilometer in height. So everything in the sky is under threat. ZUSHKA rotates at 360 and is able to do it in fact in 2 seconds. It has 2 rotary mechanisms, the first in height and the second in azimuth. Here, in fact, 2 positions are provided, for accurate shooting and for quick aiming. But it is hard for me to explain to you, because probably there must be some sort of electric drive, or something like that. I am now at shooter's place, and there are many different levers and valves and miles more. All this is difficult to imagine how it works, but I will tell you everything in detail. The right pedal is pressing the trigger, and it starts shooting. The left leg is responsible for the brake, so I twist everything here, I spin everything in different directions, and if I fix on the target, I will press stop with my left leg, so the recoil doesn't carry away the barrels back and forth, and I won't swing. I press stop and ready to fire. To my right is the lever that is responsible for stopping the rotation in the azimuth. We press it and we are not going anywhere. In front of me is the lever, in the moment is in free control. I lift it up and down, and as soon as I move down, ZUSHKA stops. I can work, I can shoot. Target course, target range and target speed. All this data is entered in this huge mechanical computer. In fact, it is called ZU-23, Automatic Anti-Aircraft Sight. Chopping wood with ZUSHKA is easy and fast. I shot only 40 rounds, 40 bullets you could say, and the wood is now chips. The hatch that I smashed with the D-30 howitzer, I smashed it even more, because I shot at the bottom, and then bam, 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 bam. What about the jokes about bug beetles? So you see here such an ideal hole here. It is on the front, on the rear too. Accordingly, rolls from logs will definitely not help you, even if there are a lot of them. 22 threes, and most of them are pierced right through. Now, you see, the bullet ricocheted. Here it entered. From this side I see that there is no visible damage, although the fragments, of course, flew in various directions and almost shot down my drone, to be honest. Well, yeah, the damage is terrible over here. Here you see. 1 bullet remains, pierces the first tree, the second, the third, and in the third tree it's stuck. Look here. part of the bullet is incendiary element. That's what happens when it hits the tree. Yes, 3 trees are punched, look. But the third tree delayed it.
Утекай, в подворотне нас ждет маньяк.
Yes, there really is a maniac over here with that ZU-23, who doesn't have a lot of brains, but the water leaks out and I'm not really fond of it. So, well, I wanted to live for the desert, but I will shoot it right now. Right now I will land 100 bullets from ZU-23, 2 boxes, well, a quick draw in fact, like 20 seconds and done. We charge this in this way. Here is the cocking cable, needs to be pulled to the end, and now it has a free move. We do the same with the second one. Let's go! A bit lower.
Работаем.
What a smell! This is just the case when the barrels are smoking hot. I don't know if it's worth taking them off now, but one thing is clear. Inside this weapon, at least 2 rounds have not fired yet. And as a rule, it is done this way. I raised it at 45 degrees, no, I raised it even more. There is a self-liquidator in the round, and in short, it will explode somewhere at the height. This is how it's done. 3, 2, 1. I talk like that because, man, it's harsh. It's hard to stand the crap like that, so twitching overtakes me. A high explosive incendiary projectile hits the barrel and apparently a water hammer occurs. You can understand how the water hammer occurs in another program, and here you can see what happens to the barrel after that ZU-23. 50 shells in one box, 50 in the second, so 100 shells hits the barrel pyramid and a water hammer occurred in almost every barrel. A shell hits it, this is how the fragmentation action unfolds it. See how? Shrapnel action, you can look at the example of this barrel. Are you surprised? Must be not less than me, because I didn't think that the cloud was so strong and big. I speak slowly because these barrels contained unknown substances, and if I turn grey in the next issues, you will definitely understand that there was some kind of chemistry happening here. Here, look! The bullet hits, bursts in the end with a cloud of debris. Take a look at the rest of them. This one was blown just so damn high that bam, bam, bam. 3, 4, 5 hits in one barrel. She is a pot-bellied thief. Look, in the final row of barrels, we can observe various fragments of the bullet. Here it is, part of the same bullet of that ZU-23. And here. Considering that some bullets from ZU-23 remain in the third barrel, that proves something. Proves that it was quite possible to escape behind the third barrel from such a bullet. This green barrel is a provement. She was standing in the back, right in the middle, and she is completely whole. Well, except one small hit from a bullet fragment. But the battle is not over yet. After all, I still have a whole fortification shelter in the back. Cinder blocks, sandbags and tires. Which of these will be able to withstand the onslaught of the ZU-23? Perhaps nothing, and maybe something will survive. So let's put this green barrel to the back and see if she survived the second round against ZU-23. And in fact, that is all. I thought, damn it, for example, if there's a war and the plane dives, they try to shoot it down, ZUSHKA fires up, and the shells then fall down, and I thought, what's going on down there? There might be a civilian population, and it's good that if you put it even at 45 degrees, it has a self-liquidator in the round, and it explodes somewhere in the top, and no one gets hurt. And that is great that it won't fall. And here, a storm broke out indeed. On slow-mo you can see it looks like an Armageddon is real. Fire, clouds of smoke and tires soar up. but the fact remains, only with the last round I fired I got into this barrel, but it's actually intact. And this is a great fact, but believe me, if someone will not regret a bullet for your modus persona per se, then the chances will be extremely small, because he will load a couple of boxes and there will be a continuous tunnel. What I'm talking about that suddenly, if this video is useful to you and you'll watch it somewhere in trenches, if ZU-23 is firing at you, dig deeper. Have a nice evening, stay in touch with your high caliber mayhem, and then we will demolish something even greater.
До скорого.